What's up? What's up? It's your man Jimmy Chan. So an object is propelled vertically upward from the top of a 224-foot building. Draw a 224-foot building. There it is. Actually, let's just do it this way, right? So this thing is propelled upward. Okay, so it's propelled upward. The quadratic function s of t is equal to negative 16 t squared plus 208 t plus 224. A couple of things I need to do here. One is to delete that, give me a couple of spaces. There we go. And it looks like I need to put a space right there as well. All right. There we go. So it looks actually right. Miles of ball height above the ground, ST. So ST is, so S of T is the height of ball above ground. Okay, so however many feet the ball is above the ground is S of t. And t is, of course, time. All right, so this is in feet, and then t seconds after it was thrown. How many seconds does it take until the object hits the ground? Round to the nearest tenth of a second. Okay, so here is the ground, as you guys can see. Right? So the question is, at what point, at what time does it hit right here? So here's the thing. What does that mean for S sub t? How high above the ground am I when the ball hits the ground, since it's the height of ball above ground? 0. So the S of t is 0. Right? So that's what's equal to this. So that's what I'm actually looking for. So what I need to do is, it's like saying my y value equal to 0, right? So this is kind of like finding x-intercepts. So I can go ahead and use the quadratic formula, right? Because here I know that my A is negative 16, my B is equal to 208, and my C is equal to 224. So let's plug it in. X equals negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared, so it's 208 squared. Actually, I probably should show you guys this, use parentheses, minus 4 times A, negative 16, times C, all over 2 times a. So the first thing I want to do is only put in just the radicand. That's what I want to put in, just the radicand. All right, so let's try that on our calculator. So let me see, parentheses 208, close parentheses, squared minus 4 times negative 16 times 224. All right, so I have x is equal to negative 208 plus or minus the square root of 57,600. Yes, I know that's too long. Way too long. Divided by 2a, which gives me a negative 32. So let's take a look to see if this is actually a perfect square or not. And it is. Is actually going to equal to negative 208 plus or minus 240 divided by negative 32. So this gives me two answers, right? So the first answer is x is equal to, actually, let's just do it this way. So the first answer is the addition, and the other answer, so I should probably bring this down a little bit so I don't run into the rest of the numbers here. And then the other is going to be the subtraction. Okay, so there's the addition and the subtraction. That's what gives me the two numbers. So let's go ahead and see what that gives me. So I got negative 208 plus 240 divided by negative 32. This x gives me a negative 1 second. And the other one is going to give me (14 seconds). Now, I made a mistake here. I don't know if you guys realize I just made a mistake. All right, the numbers are correct. Here's where I made my mistake. All right, just so you guys understand that you guys can't make this mistake, and as long as you guys catch it when I catch it here, you're fine because you can fix it before you hand anything in. So over here in this equation, everything is t squared and t, right? So the variable here is t. What I'm looking for here is not x. So all of these x's aren't x's. These are actually t's. So even if the quadratic formula says x equals, it really means what is the x variable that is being used. And since in this case is t, we use t. Now, this right here is if, as I threw this ball and I turned back time and I went backwards, right? I would have to like walk the stairs, right? So I would have to, at some point I had to pick up the ball from the ground and get myself up all the way up here, right? So it was a really speedy thing while the time kind of stood still. So that is where the negative 1 second comes from. And then when they threw the ball, 14 seconds later is when it hit the ground. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is choice C. And there we go. Whoa. Well, I hope that helps. If there's any questions, please let me know. See ya. Bye.